What is up, guys? So today I'm going to be doing a video on the PS4 and basically a sum up of everything we know from E3 and from before. For those of you that are wondering what you're watching in the background, this is actually the Watch Dogs gameplay from E3. So this is a fairly cool new looking game that's going to be released on both next gen consoles, so I'm not fanboying in this video at all. So I hope you enjoy, guys, and let's get started. So basically the PS4 is, for those of you that actually haven't seen it, this is it right here. So you've got your controller there and this sleek, basically black looking box with 2 USB ports and a disk drive. A little bit different to the Xbox, probably a lot, in my opinion, a lot nicer. They actually put a bit of effort into changing the shape around from just a rectangle, that kind of thing. But again, it's just going to be sitting on your table. It's not really something you care to look at. It's more what it does. So this is the back here, for those of you that were wondering what the back looks like, as there aren't that many photos of the back going around. So you've got your HDMI port, there's a USB port there, there's an Ethernet port for your internet cable, your power cord slot, and your Ethernet cable. So for those of you that run wired internet connections, you've still got your wired connection there. So next up, I'm going to go to the price. So the price of the PS4 will be $399 US, or 349 euros, or 399 pound if I got that right. 349 is euros or pound, I'm not too sure. But 399 US, which is a lot cheaper than the Xbox. $100. I mean, it's not overly dramatic, but for a lot of people that will be the deciding factor in what console they buy. So $399, but then again the Xbox is bundled in with Kinect, so you are kind of evening that out because you get the camera with like the Kinect and all those features. So it really depends what you prefer and what you want to get. If you want that weird camera staring at you all day, not knowing that there's some 80-year-old guy staring at you from behind your screen. But if you like that, then that's up to you. Sorry guys, but next we have some games. So the games for the PS4 are going to be fairly the same with Xbox, so there's still going to be exclusives that both consoles will have and the others won't. So the Xbox is going to have games like Forza and Gears of War, whereas the PS4 is going to have Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts 3, and their new game Drive Club, which is supposedly the Forza equivalent, Sony's Forza equivalent, although I don't think anything is going to beat Forza. So there are 140 games currently in development for the PS4, with 40 of those including experiences, which basically mean they are more or less betas or DLCs, not full games that are available. The usual franchises will be available for both the PS4 and the Xbox One, so you got Grand Theft Auto, Assassin's Creed, the EA Sports series, so NBA and NFL and all that kind of thing, and then you've got the Elder Scrolls and so on. The best thing about the PS4 in relation to kicking the Xbox is you are allowed to use and buy and trade used games. So on the Xbox, there is going to be I think it's some kind of ridiculous fee for buying a second-hand game or borrowing a game off your friend even, which is kind of a deciding factor as well, because I don't really want to go and have to buy a brand new game, which is about $120 Australian for me every time I want a new game. I want to be able to buy pre-owned games that are half the price and basically run as good as a brand new game. I'm not fussed whether it's brand new or not, I just want to play the game. So I'm not completely deterred from the Xbox by this, but it's a good thing knowing that I can buy pre-owned games. The negative to this is PS4 is going to start charging for online gameplay, so if you want to play any games online, you will have to pay, I think it's $5 a month, so it turns out to be about $60 a year, which actually isn't too bad. It's cheaper than Xbox Live, if I can recall. But not only are you paying to play online, but you actually get PlayStation Plus, which for those of you that don't know is actually quite good. I have it myself, and you get a lot of discounts off games, usually around $10 each. and you get a lot of free demos like extended demos, themes, avatars, that kind of thing. So you're not just paying for online, but you're going to pay for the other features, and as well as that, you're actually going to get a lot better online service. So the reason Sony like got hacked and that kind of thing was simply because they didn't have the money to do everything else like Microsoft did, because they charge. So this could be a good thing for Sony. The controller on the PS4 is, as everyone knows, it has a touchscreen on it, but the light, the PS4 is actually shipping with a sensor bar that will pick up the light on the controller, so it'll work similar to Sixaxis and similar to Kinect in that sense, but still probably not as good as Kinect. We don't know a lot of software and connectivity, but there will be Kinect features with like your Android phone or tablet and that kind of thing, and the PS4. For those of you that don't know, the PS Vita and any Sony phone or tablet you have is basically going to be able to connect with it in a certain way and communicate with your friends on chat and that kind of thing, which is actually pretty cool. So like if you own a PS Vita, which isn't necessarily the best selling item at the moment, then you can still use that for other things. Okay, so the next thing about the PS4 that's probably this is actually probably one of the biggest the changes between the Xbox and the PS4 basically is you don't have to connect it to the internet every 24 hours to play games. In fact, you never need to connect it to the internet. So if you live out of town, or you can't afford internet, or some other reason for not having internet once a day, then PS4 is for you, because on the Xbox you're required to connect once every 24 hours to verify. I think it's to do with copyrights in games and that kind of thing, which is pretty ridiculous if you ask me. I could understand once every 2 weeks or once a month, but once a day is pretty ridiculous. For me, it's probably not such a big deal as I have constant internet access, but for those of you that don't, it's a fairly dramatic factor. So the DualShock 4 controller is what it's called, and they're going to be valued at about $60, $60 retail. The PlayStation Eye, as you can see on screen here, is going to be valued at $59, so it's a little bit similar to the Kinect, but definitely not as advanced as the Kinect. So the console will ship with one controller, the console itself, a wireless Bluetooth headset, I believe it's going to be wireless. I'm not confirming that. And it comes with a HDMI cable and a USB cable which charges your controller. So that's basically everything that I could pull from the PS4. Oh wait, I'll add a few more things. It has a Blu-ray drive, similar to the PS3. It has a 500 gigabyte hard drive, so pretty much the same as the old PS3, but I know I'm happy with 500 gig. I don't think I'll be needing a terabyte for my gaming console. It's going to have some similar features, so you're going to be able to do your Netflix and all that kind of thing on there, although I'm Australian, so I'm not a big, I don't know a lot of details about the Netflix. But anyway, I'm going to sum up the video there, and I hope you all enjoyed. I hope I didn't miss anything serious. I know it's a lot to try and remember off the top of my head, but I did hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Give it a like if you did, and comment what you think. Subscribe, as I will be doing a few more videos on the PS4 games and just general information on it. So I hope you did enjoy, guys, and I'll see you all in my next video.